Good morning, guys. It's about 4:30 in the morning, and I'm making my bulletproof coffee so that I can get ready to head out the door. It's an early day, waiting for my train. Come on, my train! Hey guys, I haven't been able to check in all day just because there's been people all over the place, but I am at my parents' house, and I hope you guys can't hear the TV in the background, mostly because of YouTube purposes, but I am having a hell of a time right now, trying not to touch the things that I'm not supposed to have. And it was just my dad's birthday, so there's a huge stuff, I'm not going to say what, just in case it triggers anyone, but there's stuff all around, and he understands that I eat differently, and he made dinner just for me, so we had chicken with no shake and bake, but I'm having a lot of cravings right now because I'm around it. So I'm gonna go try and hunt for real cheese and hunt for some pickles, and maybe I can fight my way through this, but I will report more tomorrow. Hi, it's Thursday, March 9th, and this is my second full day here. Last night was kind of difficult. There were some, I won't even call them cravings, there were some wantings, some serious wantings going on, because there's non-keto stuff here, and there were like temptations and stuff, you know. I did stay keto. My macros, I think I told you guys, are 5% carb, 30% protein, and 65% fat. So I went a little over my normal carbs and everything, but I still stayed under the regular, I stayed under 20 carbs, I stayed under everything, that you're not supposed to go past. But for my macros, which are pretty aggressive, especially just starting out ketogenic, I went over, just because I ate pickles instead of eating like other stuff. So we will see how today goes. I am proud of myself that I've been able to withstand the wantings, not the cravings, because I'm not craving anything. And so today will be a different day. So I'm going to have a bulletproof coffee right now, and then we'll see what today holds. Let me fix this here real quick. Hey guys, it's still the same day. It's still Thursday. It's very hard to be in a house where you don't. It's a long story, but like I still feel like I can't cook here or stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure that my parents wouldn't have a problem with me doing anything like that, but it's a long story, and so I'm not comfortable cooking here or anything like that. So basically what happened this morning is every other time I've come, there's been coffee in the pot and enough for me. And my mug is usually right there. Everything is... But the one time I come here, I'm on keto and I'm only partially prepared, everything goes to crap. There was no more coffee when I got up, and I can't find my personal coffee thing, which that's just part of it. Like, I don't really care about coffee, right? I've never been caffeine addicted or anything. I'm just hungry, and there's not much for me to eat here. I brought fat bombs to use in my coffee because they're great in my coffee, but to eat them, they are terrible. And I think it's just because the consistencies are all wonky. So yeah, it made for a crappy morning, but eventually, after some much hemming and hawing, I finally got my coffee. Not my mug, but my coffee. And my dad's friends here, so they're man caving the living room. So I'm in my mom's room. got my coffee, and I got my water. Next time I come here, I'm bringing everything, like, because I just feel I can't cook like eggs and bacon. Sorry guys, I can't cook like eggs and bacon here. I mean, again, it's nothing my parents have ever said to me or anything like that. It's just other stuff that I'm just sorry. It's just other stuff I'm not gonna get into right now. But yeah, it is what it is. So coffee now. Calm my breakfast hungry because I had true hangry because I could have killed somebody. So I'm gonna enjoy my breakfast and I'll report later. Hey guys, it's Friday, and it is my last day here. I'm going home tomorrow, I believe. It's been hard. It's been a test, and it seems like at some point the keto gods are like laughing at me, like hella laughing at me. I'm trying to turn on this light. Ever since I got here, there's been stuff. There's been stuff I don't even want to mention. I'm actually probably going to put a disclaimer. Well, I want to mention, so I'm probably going to put a disclaimer so I don't trigger anybody by accident. But it's like, I swear, it's like, when I come here usually, there's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then I'll have like fruit. But there's never like a whole lot of snacking to do here because there just isn't, you know. I'm usually here right in between grocery store trips. So like I eat breakfast, I eat lunch, and I eat dinner, and or sometimes I don't even eat lunch. Sometimes I'll eat breakfast and dinner and a piece of fruit maybe. Yeah. This time it just seems like I don't even know, like seriously, like the keto gods are like ice cream cake, Baskin Robbins ice cream cake in the freezer, okay? Day 1. Got over it, haven't touched it, never touched it. Day 2, still the ice cream cake, and we went out to dinner, which I did fine. I did beautifully. If my phone hadn't been dying, I would have taken it in, but I had something that I'm probably going to show you guys how to make here on the channel because I was craving it and I got exactly what I wanted. So that was great. That saved me because I was having cravings already. And again, they're not cravings. They're more like wantings. Like, you can't have it and it's here, so we're going to, you know, just make you want it. But today was hard. Like, really, really hard. Because this morning, my dad made cornbread. I like cornbread a lot. And then for dinner, he made lasagna. I tried to explain. I don't think that they get it. I thought we were having beef stew. I could have made something out of that. But anyway, it's been hard. So it is Saturday, March 11th, and I'm back at my parents' house. I don't know how much of the video I'm going to use from being there because I feel like a lot of it I was just whining and complaining. I get there on Wednesday and everything's going good. I've had my protein shake in the freezer and then I had my water. I was good, ate dinner. My dad made chicken, drumsticks, which he did beautifully. With just seasoning, you know, nothing else. They had rice and corn and rice, corn, and something else, but I only ate the chicken. So I explained to my parents that I was ketogenic, and I tried to explain what that was. I'm trying to, my mom sort of understood what I was talking about. We were talking about it for a little while. I'm trying to get her interested in it because I think it could help her. And it wouldn't feel like she was depriving herself of really eating anything. So anyway, we were talking about it. I think my mom got it somewhat, but my dad was not either paying attention or didn't really get it. Because that night he offered me some ice cream cake from his birthday, and I looked at that when I put my shake in the freezer, and I thought, here we go. So I'm like, okay, it's there. I know it's there. I'm just going to acknowledge that it's there along with 2 other pints of ice cream. It's there. It's there. But I am not going to break my diet for that. So the first day was fine. So that Wednesday, it went fine. The following morning, which was Thursday, every other time that I'm there, my mom always offers me coffee. She tells me there's coffee there. Most of the time I get some of the times I don't. I don't like to drink coffee every single day because I don't want to become caffeine dependent. So sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Since I've been ketogenic, one of the things that I counted on being able to feed myself on was the bulletproof coffee. So I made my crazy looking fat bombs and I brought them along, and I had planned on making a bulletproof coffee. No more coffee left in the coffee maker by the time I got there. And I was like, okay, alright, okay, we can do this. Now, my parents' house, it's home in the sense that I'm around my family. It's home in the sense that, like, I'm surrounded by people that I love. But I don't think it will ever be home in the sense that my grandparents' house to me was. I guess because I grew up there and I felt like a part of that would always be my home. I spent a year in my parents' house before I turned 17 or 18 and moved out. And so a year. So that's how the house is. When I first started going there, 2 years ago, maybe a year ago, I don't remember. Maybe, well, my grandpa was living out there, and I started going there and staying for 2-3 nights a week. Then it kind of became a place that I was comfortable in, because before then I wasn't really even comfortable. And it's not necessarily anything they've said or done, but I just feel like a guest, or I feel like it's not my home. So I don't feel like I can cook there or just like take their eggs or whatever and make, something for me, because I don't know because my brother buys food, I guess, and my sister buys food, and like everybody has their own things, and I don't know who uses what for what, and I don't want to, step on someone's toes, you know what I mean? So I was just planning on making coffee and having bulletproof coffee. When that didn't happen, that was hangry outburst number 1. Or I should maybe call it an inburst. Finally, I break down and I ask my dad to make me coffee because I don't have the foggiest clue how to use their coffee maker. It's not anything like mine. It's different. So my dad made me a cup of coffee. So I'm like, okay, good. I got my coffee going. So I'm sitting there with my Sudoku and my coffee, and I finished my coffee, and it's getting to be around noon. Well, here's where I get pissed off at myself again. I'm not even hungry. This whole time, I haven't even been tummy hungry, right? So this whole time I could be eating off my fat. I could be, burning fuel off my fat. But there's so much stuff around that I used to be able to have that I'm having to ignore, that I'm getting wantings. I won't even call them cravings. I'm getting wantings. I talked about this in my blog post. I got a lot of distinctions at my parents' house. I got a lot of distinctions. I got the distinction between wanting and craving, will and desire. Those were like the 2 things, the distinctions that I needed to get, because I wanted everything. I didn't crave anything. I wanted everything. And I wasn't hungry. I was wanting. And there's a difference. So then I got angry that I was wanting, and that I was just sitting there wanting everything. Thursday afternoon, I asked my dad what's going to be for dinner. And he said, lasagna. I said, oh, like, YouTube might not like that, but that is exactly what I said in my head. So I texted my mom. I said, Dad's gonna make lasagna tonight. I can't eat lasagna. I don't want to tell him that because I don't want to hurt his feelings. So Mom calls my dad and she says, oh, well, why don't we go out to dinner tonight? Don't make dinner, we'll go out to dinner tonight. So I thought, okay, I can do this. So I got a bacon burger and they were very nice and they did it protein style, wrapped it in lettuce, like a lot of lettuce. And then it was just really good. I didn't eat all the lettuce. I ate maybe 3 big leaves of iceberg lettuce and then my hamburger patty and some bacon. And I got water to drink. So that was good. That was fine. Friday was bad. Friday was really, really bad. I'm pretty sure I had a bulletproof coffee. I had a nice bulletproof coffee for the morning. And then I made a protein shake. But that's the day that I was doing good. But my dad, he just had a plan and he was sticking to it. So he made cornbread that morning. And piping hot out of the oven. Cornbread is something that I used to always make for him. I used to always make him cornbread with honey. Because my dad loves cornbread. So piping hot out of the oven, he hands me goes to hand me a big slice. Because he has one for him and one for me and a napkin in his hand. I didn't even look at him. I just looked up real quick and said, no, thank you, Dad. I'm okay. And it wasn't like nothing. But that freaking bread would be the bane of my god dang existence for the remainder of my stay there. So I bypassed the cornbread and I'm doing okay. And he's still planning on making lasagna for dinner. So I had my protein shake around about noon. I had my protein shake. Maybe 1. So bulletproof coffee in the morning, then my protein shake. So I've had no solid food since the burger that I ate part of the night before. So I'm not giving myself much nutrients and I'm still kind of new to the diet. So I'm not quite fat adapted yet, right? So I'm just trying to tell you where I'm coming from. I'm not quite fat adapted yet. I can go for pretty long periods of time without eating, but I do have to at least have the option of sustenance for me to continue to make the choice to stay liquid or to eat. But by this time it's like noon. It's like 2 or 3. It's dinner time. Okay, we'll just go to dinner. It's dinner time, and I haven't had anything of substance since the night before when I had basically the hamburger patty and the bacon. I'm hungry at this point. I'm not like tummy hungry, but I know I haven't eaten in a while and I know I don't have anything else in my arsenal. I brought my protein shakes, I brought some fat bombs, and that's all I really brought because I figured everything else we eat over there is usually meat. Usually when I go to my parents' house, my diet is pretty much like this. Water, a piece of fruit, and meat. This time there were breads and cookies and cakes and blah 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 blah. So the cornbread is there with the lasagna and I'm hungry at this point. At this point I'm like, I've got to do something. I have to eat something. So I'm like, okay, well maybe if I get a lemon and some salt, I'll feel like I'm eating something. Mom knew that something was wrong, but at this point, when I'm at my family's house, there's like nowhere for me to be, right? I'm sleeping on the couch. This time I slept on the couch because there wasn't even enough room for me to put up the air mattress. So I'm right in their face the whole time. So when my mom comes home and she wants to relax, she usually hangs out on the couch that I sleep at. So when she came home, she had made a comment about me not putting my bed away. So I just tucked everything away and I went into a corner because I already had the hangries. I didn't want to argue with anybody. I just wanted to wait out the night till I went home. Well, it didn't happen like that. And we had words, you know, because she thought that I had a problem with her, but I was just hangry and trying to stay away from everybody. So basically she got my ass out of there real early this morning. And I'm fine with it, and we stopped and we ate at Jack in the Box. I got an ultimate bacon cheeseburger, no bun. And I told them, could they put lettuce? And I thought they would do like Johnny Shrimpo did. No, this Jack in the Box was lazy AF, okay? And I got this iceberg mound with some bacon hidden inside of it, then a patty, then another iceberg mound. And so basically I knocked over the icebergs, went for the patty and the bacon, and that's what I ate. When we got in the car to come home, my dad tells me, oh, here you go, mija, here you go. I know you didn't get cornbread yesterday, so I got you some to take home. So I politely smiled and I took it and I put it in my backpack. I brought it home and my landlady had my dog. Then I went over there and took that cornbread. I'm gonna go and edit everything and see what I decide to use. And I'll talk to you guys later.